Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down and another Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Today we are taking a look at a peach sour from the good folks at the Trans-Canada Brewing Company from right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Alright, so today's beer, I'm gonna say right now, I'm a little leery of this one. Because I think it's been there for, I'm gonna say like a year. It's an old beer. Trans-Canada Brewing from Winnipeg. One of my favorite breweries. I order new beers from them all the time. I buy new beers of theirs, anytime they put out a new product. They've got a lot of like their core lineup I really, really enjoy. And yeah, I used to order like anything that was new from them, anytime. But I kind of stopped ordering the Country Sour series. Just 9 times out of 10, I'm not a huge fan. And I know a lot of people who love them. I'm just not that big into sours to begin with. So, yeah. I mean, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Bring back Melon Sour, which I tried in 2020. I have not seen it since. That was a fantastic beer. But here we go. This one is a peach sour. I do like peach beers. I like, peach in other kinds of beers that aren't sours. So we'll see how it goes. And there was actually a peach sour that I tried recently. I can't remember the name of the brewery. I think they were out of Vancouver. I'll leave a link up here. But it was a really good beer. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like along the lines of like peach candy. Like you think those sour peach candies. It was along the lines of that. It was actually, I did enjoy that quite a bit. This one here is refreshing and tart. 3 IBUs. A Berliner Weiss aged on fresh peaches. Juicy notes of peach and apricot blend together with the natural acidity from the kettle sour to create a fruity, tart, and refreshing finish. The description sounds pretty good, except for the word sour, but, there is no canned-on date that I can see. Usually it'd be on the bottom there. There's no canned-on date. So I don't know exactly how old this is. But like I said, I'm going to guess it's about a year probably, because I think I can't remember what the last one of these I ordered was, and I'm going to say it was probably about that long ago. Maybe it's even over a year. I don't know. So I'm a little leery of this. And let's just keep in mind that this is an old beer, so it's not a good indication. This video is not a good indication of this beer's quality, if it is that old. It's just, it was in the back of my beer fridge, and that's the game we're playing, okay? So I'm drinking something out of the back of the beer fridge just to make room for new beer. So here we go. Let's give it a try. Enough rambling, enough stalling. Let's get into this. Well, it's a good chakluck. I'll give it that. Very fizzy. Very, very fizzy. That just sounds like a nice, refreshing drink. Little bit of a head there for a sour, but it will probably dissipate rather quickly. The body, the color is very I'd say like a yellow, not like basically like a Hefeweizen almost, and a very, very active beer. A little bit of an upside down snowstorm going on in there. Let's check out what it's like on the nose. See, all I'm getting on the nose is like that. It just smells like a sour beer, like a kettle sour, not a style I'm a huge fan of. I'm not getting peach on the nose at all. Just that kind of sour beer kind of note. So, I don't know. Hopefully there's some peach on the taste, because that's what's going to make me enjoy this. Would be a good peach flavor. All right, let's go in for a sip. It is sour. It doesn't taste like it's been in the fridge for a year. I'll give it that. It tastes fairly fresh. That said, though, I'm not getting a very big peach taste. And I mean, if I'm buying something called peach sour, I want that big punch of peach in there. Instead, I'm just kind of getting that sort of typical kettle sour kind of a taste that, yeah, it's just not my kind of thing. I mean, be to a lot of people's liking, I'm sure. Just not mine. You know, it's just not a style I kind of gravitate toward. Yeah, it's light-bodied. Goes down pretty easy, actually, for a sour. It's just that sour note at the end just doesn't really sit that well with me. So yeah, it's not great, but again, it's been sitting there for a long time, so don't let this be an indication of whether or not this is a good beer or not. All right, so now to my favorite part of Back of the Beer Fridge Sundays, to see what we're going to do on the next Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Let's check it out. Yeah, this is not something I'm looking forward to either. I do know when I got this beer. It was a gift last year that my friends George and Audra brought over to me on New Year's Eve. So this beer has been in the beer fridge since New Year's Eve. And I've been avoiding it for a reason. And I'll tell you this much, I'm not drinking the whole damn thing. Because never drink anything bigger in your head. That's right. It's a 2-liter beer called Boomberry. 6.2 ABV. Brewed in Winnipeg, Manitoba by the Fort Garry Brewing Company. Who also, even though that I think they actually admit it now on their website. But if you looked at one time, they didn't claim to be selling this, but they also make something called Stone Cold, which also comes in the 2-liter bottle. And that was, I think, one of the only drain pours I've done on this show. And you can watch that up there. That is, that was also a gift from my good friends, George and Audra. What kind people, always giving me these 2-liter beers to enjoy. So this should be an adventure. Maybe I'll find someone to help me out on this one. I don't know if anyone would be willing to, honestly. That's the next one. The other thing, this one is just taking up a lot of room in the beer fridge. Like I can fit a few good beers in there now when I get rid of this. But not that I'm passing judgment now. It could be great. You know, who knows? I've liked a lot of berry-flavored beers. So we'll see what happens. So, thank you all for dropping by the Terry Isle Basement Pub. Hope to see you again soon, especially for the next Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. Cheers, friends.